ज्योतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् पुरुषस्य विद्मसहस्राक्षस्य महादेवस्य धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे चक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो नन्दिः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महासेनाय धीमहि तन्नः षण्मुखः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे सुवर्णपक्षाय धीमहि तन्नो गरुडः प्रचोदयात् वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात् नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात् भास्कराय विद्महे महद्युतिकराय धीमहि तन्नो आदित्यः प्रचोदयात् वैश्वानराय विद्महे लालीलाय धीमहि तन्नो अग्निः प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् राजाधिराजाय प्रदय्यसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः आयुराशास्ते सुप्रजास्त्वमाशास्ते सजातवनस्यामाशास्ते उत्तरान् देवयज्ञामाशास्ते भूयो हविष्करणमाशास्ते दिव्यन्धामाशास्ते विश्वं प्रियमाशास्ते यदनेन हविषाशास्ते तदस्यात्तदृद्यात् तदस्मै देवारासन्त त्रिपदा दिवे नमुचानः स्विन्नस्नाद्विमलादिव भूतं पवित्रेणेवाज्यम् आपश्युन्दन्तु मैनसः भूर्भुवस्सु 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 वरो यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः
ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वं प्रचोदयात्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्यशाश्वतशान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषिता भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाये आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं ममेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा। श्री साई देवा।
Om Shri Sai Ram. On this most auspicious occasion of Guru Poornima, we, the students of Bhagwan, offer at the lotus feet of our most beloved Sadguru our loving and reverential pranams.
Revered elders, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram to all of you. Today, we have all assembled in Prashanti Nilayam to once again experience the warmth of Bhagwan's love, which he has always been showering on us, and also to express our gratitude to him for all that he is to us.
Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Charachara. The scriptures describe God as that imperceptible principle that pervades the entire cosmos.
And that very imperceptible principle has become our everything. Tumeva matascha pita tumeva. Tumeva bandhuscha sakha tumeva. Tumeva vidya dravinam tumeva. Tumeva sarvam mama deva deva. Shri Sai Deva.
It is said that a mother is the first guru of every child, for it is the mother who shows the child the path towards an acharya. The acharya in turn gives him the knowledge for the body, mind and soul, and ultimately shows him the path towards the Sadguru.
Fortunate indeed are we, for we have found our mother, our Acharya and Sadguru in one single form of our most beloved Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba.
Sisters and brothers, and this is most loving form, is the form which has always been showering on us the love of infinite mothers, be it through his mammoth service projects like the super specialty hospitals, or seemingly small little things like a loving glance in a darshan. Bhagwan has always relieved us of all our worries.
You know, here I'm reminded of a very beautiful incident. One day, prasadam distribution was going on at its full scale in the mandir. But somehow one small child seated right at the end of the hall did not get prasadam. But nothing goes unnoticed to the loving eyes of our most dearest Sai. Swami himself took a packet of prasadam, walked right till the end of the hall and personally handed this boy prasadam. And then he very lovingly said, Bangaru, remember, your own brothers may forget you, but this mother of yours will never ever forget you.
Bhagwan is indeed a caring mother, but he is also a meticulous teacher. Many years ago, once a devotee in Bangalore had arranged for bhajans in her house. Swami had agreed to come for bhajans. Now on that particular day, as the time for bhajans approached, all the devotees had assembled. But somehow, Bhagwan was not to be seen. So the host went outside in search for Bhagwan, and what she saw astonished her. We all know of how in Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna had washed the feet of his devotee Kuchela. That day, a similar sight was seen. That very Krishna of Dwapar Yuga, now as our Bhagwan, was standing outside arranging the footwear of the devotees. Shocked at this sight, the host asked Swami, Swami, why are you doing this? And Bhagwan lovingly replied, is this not how it should be? I want all my devotees to be ideal role models.
Indeed, Swami has guided many of us through his physical form. But has he not answered our prayers every time we look at him in his photograph? Does he not come into our dreams and guide us whenever we are in a doubt? Fortunate indeed are we, for we have an Acharya who is the Lord of the entire cosmos, yet who resides within our hearts, always waiting to answer our prayers.
More than anything else, Bhagwan has given us the confidence that he is always with us. Haven't we heard him say time and again that I am with you, in you, around you, above you, below you, beside you, in every single moment of your life?
So today, let us all offer our love and gratitude to Swami and also remind ourselves of the bond of eternal love that exists between us and him.
సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు జీవా. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. యత్న ప్రయత్నముల్ మానవ ధర్మము దయాపదయములు దైవాధీనము. యత్న ప్రయత్నముల్ మానవ ధర్మము దయాపదయములు దైవాధీనము. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. భక్తితోడ భగవంతుని తలచుచు నిత్య ధర్మములు నిర్వర్తించిన. భక్తితోడ భగవంతుని తలచుచు నిత్య ధర్మములు నిర్వర్తించిన. అటి జనకులకు రాజయోగమున అందరాణి మోక్షం వలదనే. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. హృదయ భూములు సాగు చేయండి. మీ మనసు మడకగా గుణములే ఎద్దు. వివేకమను చలగోలను తీసి విశాలమగు మీ హృదయము దున్నుడు. వివేకమను చలగోలను తీసి విశాలమగు మీ హృదయము దున్నుడు. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. మానవ ధైర్యమే మంచి ఎరువుగా ప్రేమాధారలే పంట విత్తులుగా. మానవ ధైర్యమే మంచి ఎరువుగా ప్రేమాధారలే పంట విత్తులుగా. ఒకే వర్షము భావమి కలుగును బ్రహ్మానందమే పల్లని పంట. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. మొదటి పట్టును విడవబోకండి. ఆది పట్టులోనే భక్తి పట్టండి. ఎన్ని బాధలను పొందిన భగవత్ చింతన మాత్రము విడకండి. ఎన్ని బాధలను పొందిన భగవత్ చింతన మాత్రము విడకండి. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు జీవా. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతోని నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు.
సన్నజాజి కన్నా సంపంగిలత కన్నా జున్ను గడ్డ కన్నా వెన్న కన్నా నెమలి కన్ను కన్నా నిండు వెన్నెల కన్నా సాయి మాత ప్రేమ సున్నితంబు.
అంగరంగ వైభవంగా స్వామివారి జన్మదినోత్సవ వేడుకలు జరుగుతున్నాయి. అందులో భాగంగా నారాయణ సేవ జరుగుతోంది. భక్తులు పిల్లలు ఎంతో భక్తి శ్రద్ధలతో సేవ చేస్తుండగా స్వామివారు ప్రతి వరుసలో నడుస్తూ సేవను పర్యవేక్షిస్తున్నారు. అది అలా ఉండగా ఒక చోట ఒక చంటి పాపతో కూర్చొని ఉన్న ఒక తల్లిని చూశారు. పక్కనే ఉన్న విద్యార్థితో, ఆ తల్లికి ప్రసాదం పెట్టారు, కానీ ఒళ్ళో ఉన్న పాపకి ఏమీ పెట్టలేదే. ఆ చంటి పాప చక్కెర పొంగలి తినలేదు కదా, వెళ్ళి పాలు తీసుకురమ్మని ఆదేశించారు. స్వామివారు చెప్పిందే తడవుగా కొందరు విద్యార్థులు హుటాహుటిన పాల కోసం వెళ్ళి అప్పుడే కాచిన స్వచ్ఛమైన పాలను తీసుకొచ్చారు. అప్పటికే పక్క వరుసకు చేరిన స్వామి ఆ విద్యార్థులు రావడం చూసి ఆగమని సైగ చేశారు. మరలా ఆ పాప దగ్గరకు వచ్చి ఆ పాల గ్లాస్ తీసుకొని ఆ విద్యార్థులతో, ఇంత చిన్న పాప ఇంత వేడి పాలు తాగుతుందా అని అంటూ ఇంకో గ్లాస్తో స్వామివారే స్వయంగా ఆ పాలను చల్లార్చి ఆ పాపకు ఇప్పించారు.
సాయి మాత ఉరకలెత్తు ప్రేమ జరి, ఆదరించు కరుణగిరి, పున్నమి వెన్నెల సిరి, దివ్య ప్రేమామృత మాధురి. ఇది గుజరాత్లో భూకంపం వచ్చినప్పటి విషయం. ప్రజలు పడుతున్న కష్టాలను గూర్చి విన్న స్వామి వెంటనే వారిని ఆదుకోపూనుకున్నారు. నిరాశ్రయులై నిరాధారులై ఉన్న ఆ ప్రజలకు స్వామి కనీసావసరాలను 50 లారీలలో అక్కడికి పంపారు. ఆ సమయంలో యూనివర్సిటీ ప్రొఫెసర్ ఒకరు స్వామి వద్దకు వచ్చి, స్వామి, మీది ఎంత గొప్ప మనసు, మీరు ఎంత గొప్ప సేవ చేస్తున్నారు అంటూ స్వామిని కీర్తించడం మొదలుపెట్టారు. అంతా నెమ్మదిగా విన్న స్వామి, నీకు పిల్లలున్నారా అని అడిగారు ఆయన్ని. ఉన్నారు స్వామి అన్నారు ఆయన. వారు కింద పడితే నొప్పితో బాధపడుతూ ఉంటే నువ్వు వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళని సముదాయించవా? వాళ్ళకు కావాల్సింది ఇవ్వడం నువ్వు గొప్ప పనిగా భావిస్తావా? ఈ ప్రపంచమంతా నా పిల్లలే, వాళ్ళ బాధ్యత తండ్రిగా నేను కాకపోతే మరెవరు చూసుకుంటారు అంటూ చిరునవ్వుతో, ఇది నా పనిరా అన్నారు స్వామి.
అడిగిన వెంటనే అన్నీ ఇచ్చేది అమ్మ ప్రేమ, అడగకుండానే అన్నీ ఇచ్చేది మా స్వామి ప్రేమ.
1000 తల్లుల ప్రేమ, ఎల్లలెరుగని ప్రేమ,
చల్లనైన ప్రేమ మా స్వామి ప్రేమ.
సదాచార రూపం భవం వే
For 40 and more years, dearest Swami has assumed multiple roles as a loving mother, a caring father, an understanding relative, and our true friend. Playing each role to perfection, teaching us a very important lesson. A lesson that today stands validated by this august gathering, the brotherhood of man under the fatherhood of our Lord.
Baba. Baba means father, caretaker, and protector. Our dear Swami has been the very personification of the word Baba. As I recall, it happened once long ago in our hostel that there was this student who was suffering from severe asthma. So severe was his asthma that every breath he took was a challenge, was a struggle. Completely frustrated and vexed at his predicament, he rushed to Swami's photo in the room, and when no one else was there, he held Swami's nose and cried out, "Swami, do you feel the same pain that I feel? Do you suffer the same way that I suffer?"
The student recovered and a few days later was seated in this very hall when Bhagwan summoned him for an interview. Entering the interview room, the student was shocked, for Bhagwan was gasping for breath, suffering terribly, apparently from asthma. His face had turned blue and his eyes were dilated. For 10 long minutes, Bhagwan suffered. Suddenly, Bhagwan was his usual self. And the student rushed to Swami and asked Swami what happened. Bhagwan, with a reassuring smile, told the student, "You will never again be troubled by asthma. The suffering and pain that you had to endure over your next 10 births has been borne by me. Henceforth, you will be healthy." Our compassionate Lord, our eternal kinsman, would go to any extent to ensure our well-being.
Sai Mata Pita, Dina Bandhu Sakha. Swami has reiterated why he and he alone is our true friend. It happened once that Swami had visited Shanti Vedika and was addressing his students regarding the importance of physical fitness. He even showed his forearm to stress on the point why every student of his must be physically fit. Amongst the crowd was one boy who was thinking to himself that such an advice was not what Swami, who himself is looking apparently frail, should be giving his students. As soon as this thought passed that boy's mind, Swami turned towards him, looked at him and smiled mischievously, called him for a challenge, a rare challenge of arm wrestling with God.
The student was hefty and well-built and was thrilled to receive such an offer from Swami. Deceived by Bhagwan's frail form, he decided that he would hold Swami's hand very gently. He was completely disillusioned when he met the rock-solid hand of Bhagwan and the duel began. At first timidly and gently, then with more and more pressure, he tried to topple Bhagwan's hand, forgetting that that was the very hand that had upheld the Govardhana Giri.
Swami first chided him and even teased him as to whether he had food in the morning. He advised the boy to take even the assistance of all the other students there. And then 3 of them put all their human efforts only to realize that this hand wouldn't budge even a single inch. Just like Lord Krishna with his Gopalas, Swami gave us immeasurable joy and coupled it with invaluable messages in his own inimitable fashion.
Our Lord Sai Krishna playfully asked the students why, despite having a frail form, he was so strong. With lovingly accusatory glances, the student looked at Swami and said, "You're God, Swami." To which Bhagavan immediately replied, "Do you think I need to use my divinity to beat you in an arm wrestling duel? The source of my strength is my purity. You too can be this strong if you have purity. Purity of thought, purity of word, and purity of deed."
साड़ी, तेरे प्यार में पल कर हमारी पूरी हुई तमन्नाएं सारी। माँ, ओ माँ, माँ साई माँ, माँ, ओ माँ, माँ साई माँ। दिल यही कहता है माँ। तुम्ही से हमने जीवन पाया, तुमने हमको जीना सिखाया। तुम्ही से हमने जीवन पाया, तुमने हमको जीना सिखाया। देकर हमको सुख की छाया, दुख का तूने भार उठाया। माँ, माँ, माँ साई माँ, माँ, माँ साई माँ। दिल यही कहता है माँ। जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेंगे इन बीते दिनों को माँ। ओ माँ, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेंगे, प्यार में तेरे हो जाएंगे माँ। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, चाहे मिट जाए चांद सितारे, हम सदा रहेंगे तुम्हारे। चाहे मिट जाए चांद सितारे, हम सदा रहेंगे तुम्हारे। माँ, ओ माँ साई माँ। दिल यही कहता है माँ, संग रहे हरदम यहाँ। दिल यही कहता है माँ, संग रहे हरदम यहाँ। तेरे प्यार में पल कर हमारी पूरी हुई तमन्नाएं सारी। तेरे प्यार में पल कर हमारी पूरी हुई तमन्नाएं सारी। माँ, ओ माँ, माँ साई माँ, माँ, ओ माँ, माँ साई माँ, माँ, ओ माँ, माँ साई माँ।
आचार्य वो होता है जो अपने आचरण के उदाहरण द्वारा अपने भक्तों को, अपने शिष्यों को शिक्षा प्रदान करता है। मानव का आचरण ही उसके भविष्य का निर्माण करता है। इसलिए हर विवेकशील मानव सदा ही एक आचार्य की खोज में रहता है। पर हम कितने खुश नसीब हैं कि हमें जगत गुरु हमारे स्वामी ही आचार्य के रूप में मिल गए। स्वामी की कथनी और करनी में कभी भी कोई अंतर न था। स्वामी ने अपने द्वारा कही हुई हर बात का अपने जीवन में इतनी सरलता से पालन किया कि उनका जीवन ही उनका उपदेश बन गया।
आज अगर संसार में मानव जाति को किसी चीज़ की कमी है तो वह है प्रेम भाव की, क्योंकि प्रेम ही एक ऐसा शस्त्र है जो इस खंडित मानव जाति को एकजुट बना सकता है। और इसलिए स्वामी ने हम सभी को प्रेम का यह संदेश दिया है, लव ऑल सर्व ऑल। प्रेम सबसे करो, सेवा सबकी करो, पर निस्वार्थ भाव से करो, क्योंकि प्रेम अगर चाहे तो एक पशु को मनुष्य बना सकता है, एक निर्जीव में जीवन डाल सकता है। एक बार एक छोटी सी बच्ची वृंदावन में स्वामी के घर के बाहर बैठी घास तोड़ रही थी। अचानक से उसने देखा स्वामी उसके बगल में खड़े थे। स्वामी ने उससे कहा, घास को मत तोड़ो, उसमें भी जीवन है। उस नन्ही सी जान के चेहरे पर प्रश्न चिन्ह देख स्वामी ने उसका हाथ पकड़ा और उसे एक पौधे के पास ले गए। उस पौधे पर एक कली थी जो खिली न थी। स्वामी ने उस कली को हाथ लगाया और वह कली खिल उठी। यह देख बच्ची चौंक गई। उसने स्वामी से कहा, स्वामी यह तो आपकी दिव्य शक्ति का कमाल है। तब स्वामी ने उसे देखकर कहा, यह मेरी दिव्य शक्ति नहीं, यह तो मेरी प्रेम शक्ति का कमाल है। तुम भी अगर चाहो तो उस कली को छूकर उसे खिला सकती हो। यह सुन बच्ची ने तुरंत कली को हाथ लगा दिया, पर कली न खिली। तब स्वामी ने उस बच्ची का हाथ पकड़ा, उसकी आंखों में देखा और कहा, अब सच्चे और निस्वार्थ प्रेम से उस कली को हाथ लगाओ। और तब जब उस बच्ची ने कली को हाथ लगाया, कली खिल उठी। इस प्रकार स्वामी ने हम सभी को यह सिखाया है कि प्रेम का मार्ग ही ईश्वर का मार्ग है, जिस पर चलने से संसार में कोई भी चीज नामुमकिन नहीं होती।
हम जैसे नादान लोगों के लिए स्वामी ने समस्त वेदों के ज्ञान को सिर्फ 2 वाक्यों में समेट दिया है। पहला, लव ऑल सर्व ऑल, और दूसरा, हेल्प एवर हर्ट नेवर। हेल्प एवर हर्ट नेवर कहते समय स्वामी ने हमेशा मदद करने और कभी भी कष्ट न देने पर जोर डाला है। बहुत वर्षों पहले एक बार जब स्वामी अपने नाखून काट रहे थे तो एक विद्यार्थी ने देखा कि स्वामी अपने नाखून इतने छोटे छोटे काट रहे थे कि उनसे खून बह रहा था। यह दृश्य देखकर वह लड़का न रह पाया और उसने स्वामी से उनके इस व्यवहार का कारण पूछा। स्वामी ने बताया कि जब वे दर्शन के लिए जाते हैं तो अनेक भक्तजन उनके चरण स्पर्श करते हैं। ऐसे में स्वामी के नाखून बड़े होने से उनके भक्तों को ठोकर लग सकती है और कष्ट पहुंच सकता है। आखिर ऐसा कौन सा आचार्य होगा जो अपने उपदेशों को इतनी बारीकी से अपने जीवन में निभाता होगा?
स्वामी का प्यार, उनके जीवन का एक छोटे से छोटा कार्य आज इस सारे संसार के लिए एक मिसाल बन गया है। उन्होंने अपना जीवन इस तरीके से जिया है कि उसका हर एक पल, हर एक क्षण हमारे जीवन के आचरण की प्यास बन गया है।
श्री साईशं दयानिधिं, श्री साईशं दयानिधिं, सनातन सारथिं, सनातन सारथिं, सुंदर रूपिणम्,
मंगलम् मुक्तिप्रदायकम् साईनाथं नमामि। साईनाथं नमामि।
గురులేక ఎటువంటి సద్గురు లేక ఎటువంటి ముడికి తెలియకపోదు. గురు 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 లేక తదనదారగాయాది బాంధవులు తన్నువు సుతదనదారగాయాది బాంధవులు తన్నువు సుతదనదారగాయాది బాంధవులు జనించెదరు జాలిని కరుణతో తన్నువు సుతదనదారగాయాది బాంధవులు జనించెదరు జాలిని కరుణతో మనసు మల్టగ చేయు మందను చుతత్వబోధన చేసి తత్వబోధన చేసి కాపాడు త్యాగరాజాతుడగు తత్వబోధన చేసి కాపాడు త్యాగరాజాతుడగు గురులేఖయటువంటి గుడికి తెలియకబోదు గురులేఖయటువంటి గుడికి తెలియకబోదు
The greatest expression of God's love is when God comes down as an avatar in a human form. It is said that God descends for the ascent of man.
But Swami's beauty lies in the fact that he packages the essence of all the great scriptures into simple statements so that we, as mere mortals, can understand, assimilate, and practice all of them.
Swami, apart from being a mother and an acharya, is our Sadguru who shows us the royal path towards him in the simplest manner possible. One day, Swami was distributing vanilla ice creams to primary school students, and suddenly he asked, "What are the qualities of God?" To that, immediately the primary school students replied, "Swami, God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, etc." To which Swami nodded and then said, in his own inimitable way, that God is just like this vanilla ice cream. God is pure and white like this ice cream. God is sweet like this ice cream. God is cool like this ice cream. And God's heart melts to the prayers of the devotees just like this ice cream.
Indeed, how beautifully Swami described himself to those little primary school students that day. Similarly, on another occasion, when the boys returned to Mandir after Gram Seva, Swami casually asked them, "Did you meet Radhamma?" Since the boys had served so many villages, they couldn't recollect anybody's name. Then Swami said, "Don't you remember that lady who served you ragi mudda with ghee?" Immediately, the boys could make out as to who this Radhamma was. Then Swami said, "Radhamma is a midwife." Swami went on to say, "Radhamma is the best midwife in this world." And finally, Swami said, "Although there are so many gynecologists and doctors in this world, yet Radhamma is the best among them." Now, the boys were perplexed as to why Swami is praising Radhamma so much. And as if reading their thoughts immediately, Swami asked them, "Do you know why she is the best?" And as usual, the boys were dumbstruck by this question of Bhagwan. Then the ever merciful Lord of the universe said, "Radhamma is the best because before she undertakes any job, she completely surrenders to me by saying, Swami, I am just a mere instrument in your hand, and you have to perform this task through me. And thereby, I take the job upon myself. And whenever I do anything, it has to be the best.
How profound is this statement of our most beloved Bhagwan. Swami says that he is waiting for nothing else than our complete surrender to him. And if at all we surrender to him, we can be rest assured that our welfare would be taken care of. To that Lord who is always with us, guiding us, guarding us in each and every endeavor of our lives, we offer our most humble pranams.
One of the most beautiful sides of Bhagwan was seen when, with all his generosity, Bhagwan used to shower his students with countless gifts, be it watches, be it electronic gadgets, be it safari cloths for the boys, or be it saris for the students of the Anantapur campus. Swami, whenever and wherever he had his students next to him, he used to shower them with so many gifts. But let us remember one very basic thing, that these gifts that Swami gave were not a mere expression of his affection. Swami, sisters and brothers, is a master stroke player when it comes to dealing with the art of the opposites.
All that he required were just simple gifts to make mankind realize his greatest potential. At this juncture, I am reminded of a particular incident. When Swami had gone to Kodaikanal with the boys, he was distributing gifts to each and every one of them. Before I get into the details of the incident, let me just describe this gift to you. As you can see the gift, it's a HMT watch, which is packed in a box. The watch has a plastic covering on it, with a small Swami's photo on its dial. So coming back to the incident, Bhagwan held the box and said, "This box is like your body." And then pointing to the plastic cover, he said, "This plastic cover is your mind, and the watch inside is your heart." And then pointing to the photo on the dial, Swami said, "And I reside in each and every one of your hearts." So what would you want? Would you want the box? Or would you want this plastic cover? Or would you want the watch? And then Swami slid the box into the white cardboard cover and said jokingly, "See, this body too wears white clothes like you all." And pointing to the letters HMT, he said, "And the body also has a name, HMT, Human Mind Time." A simple watch was all that he required to tell us that, to assure us and reassure us that wherever he may be physically, he's always there in our hearts with us.
This was one incident. At this juncture, there is one more incident which comes to my mind and which clearly shows all of us that how blind man can be, but at the same time, how loving can Swami be. It was one of those days in the Poornachandra auditorium when all the students were seated. And once again, Swami had decided to shower all his students with various gifts. So that day, the gifts consisted of deodorants, perfumes, toothpastes, toothbrushes. And the interesting fact was, when each and every student received his packet, none of the packets had the same thing. Some packet had just a deodorant or just a toothpaste. And this gave way to various comparisons. Students started comparing, like, what did you get? Or what did I get? Unmindful of Swami's presence being there. Swami, at that time, when all these comparisons were going on, he just went up to the stage, faced the students, and asked the question, "Have all of you got your gifts?" So the students said, "Yes, Swami, we all have got our gifts." And then Swami posed another question. Okay, now tell me, who wants me? The pain in Swami's heart was such that the message was conveyed. You need not answer this question. When God has given you something, accept it. Accept it as a gift from the Lord. Do not compare, because problems in life arise when you occur into comparisons. This is God's gift. Keep it with you. But above this message, there was one more very important message that Swami gave all of us. And that was, ask for me and you will get everything in your life. Why to ask for these petty things? Ask for me. Swami, throughout his avatarhood, has told us that I will give you what you want, what you desire, in the hope that one day you will ask me what I have come to give you. Ask for Swami and everything in life is achieved.
Today, we all live in a time when our beloved Bhagwan is no more physically with us. But let us always remember that he has left behind a rich legacy for each and every one of us to follow. A legacy of his messages, a legacy called his life. Until now, everyone seated over here used to wait for Bhagwan's physical arrival into this hall, gliding in his beautiful form. But from now on, he's seated right over here, waiting for our physical arrival.
On this Guru Poornima day, sisters and brothers, let us be assured of one thing, and that is Swami has not gone anywhere. He's seated amongst the crowd next to you, listening to all of us. And he's watching us. He's happy, seeing us once again plunge into the ocean of happiness. And since time immemorial and the time to come, he will always love us like a mother, guide us like an acharya, and help us like God. To him, we humbly bow, seeking his divine blessings. Sai Ram.
Niri gari sa, niri magari ni sa, gamada niri sa ni sa ni da ba ma da pa magari magari ni da ni. Niri gama gari ga niri gama gari ga ni gamada niri ni da ma ma da niri ni da ma ga da niri gari ni da da niri gari ni da ma da gari ni da ma gari ni da sa. Jai Sai Nara. Gama 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 ni gama gama da ni da ta ni da ni da ma gama ni da ga ni da da ma ni ni da ma ga ni ma da ta ni da ma ga ni.